Hey everybody, this is Space Marine Steve, and I am from Play on Tabletop and here at Hyperspace Hobbies, and I am excited to talk to you about some more combos. We have been talking a lot about combos here at Hyperspace Hobbies because 10th edition is all about combos. That's what it feels like. It's how you pair a leader with a unit. It's how you pair a stratagem with a unit. It's how you put your whole strategy together to make sure that everything fits. And so, today, from the deck of the Hyperspace Hobbies set, here are some Blood Angels combos that I am really excited to try. Before we get going today, I want to just take 2 seconds to give a shout out to some close friends of mine running their own channel, and they are working their way up to 1,000 subs. We actually just hit 1,000 subs, a great goal of ours, and I think that they have been working so hard and they deserve it too. It's Mid-Table Tactics. If you are into longer form battle reports, check them out. I linked it down in the description below. It's great to spend some YouTube time if you've got maybe a good painting project on your desk. Set up your phone, your computer, your TV, and give Mid-Table Tactics a bit of a watch, a listen, and some of your attention, and in particular, a like and a sub. I know those guys deserve it. They work really hard. And now, on to our Blood Angels combos. I've got just a few of them today. I actually really struggled with this video a lot because unlike Space Marines, where things seem to fit together a little bit easier, and when I say Space Marines, I mean just kind of core Space Marines, Ultramarines, Imperial Fists, etc. But Blood Angels, it's never felt like when I read through that index that things just jumped out at me as being particularly complicated or particularly strong on their own, aside from the obvious. And so the first combo I'm going to talk about is one that I know people are going to do because the index directs you to do it, and in almost like hilarious ways. And so the first one is going to be any character with a jump pack with any unit with a jump pack. And yep, what a great combo that is. Blood Angels hit really hard in combat, and it's just built into their fluff that they're good at it, and it's built into the index that they're good at it too. So their close combat weapons are good, and they're mobile because they have jump packs, and also a lot of the special characters, the ones that are really presented inside that Blood Angels index, really can only go with one thing. And just turn to Astrath for a second. So Astrath can lead the following units: Death Company Marines with jump packs. Yep. Okay. There's not a lot of thinking. You don't have to build wild combos yourself. Just pick a unit with a jump pack, pick a leader with a jump pack, smash them together, and then go and smash something, and you're going to be just fine. So let's blow past that and talk about some more nuanced combos, because I think you will find success if you do that. If you put some good character with a jump pack with some good unit with a jump pack, I think you're going to be fine. But I think that there are some more nuanced little combinations and unit selections that require just that little bit extra. And one's not really a unit combination, but instead just the realization that this particular unit is really, really strong. So I'm going to talk about the Ball Predator. And the Ball Predator, usually when I've run them in the past, I've wanted to go like heavy bolters and the assault cannons, because that seems like it was always good in the previous editions. However, in this edition, the Flamers are incredible. I was looking at that, and the Ball Flamer is D6 plus 3 auto hits because of the Torrent ability. It ignores cover, and cover is huge, so the ignore covers ability is giant. But it's also strength 6, AP minus 2, 2 damage. It's 2 damage. And then if you sling heavy flamers on the side of them, like, it's not one twin-linked heavy flamer, it's 2 heavy flamers, and you can get a lot of shots out of this thing. Like, a lot of shots. And in particular, this is awesome with the Overwatch stratagem. And if you haven't yet been thinking about the Overwatch stratagem as not just a way to stop charges, but a way to have your unit shoot twice, this is the time to really start doing is units like this. This is a good example. There are other really good examples, like Infernus Marines, great example. Anything with a torrent weapon that can auto hit, just sings. It just sings. So you can scream up this Ball Predator, which is pretty tough. It's got like 11 wounds, 3 up save. It's solid, and you just pull it forward, flame something if you can, but it's got an 18-inch flamer on that giant ball flamer up top. And 18 inches is a long way. Whoa, is it ever a long way. So if anything has the audacity to get within 18 inches, or hilariously enough, within the 12-inch bubble of it, you can go D6 plus 3 hits with the big flamer and 2 D6 hits with the side flamers. And you are roasting a unit that's coming close. So you can take a unit that we talked about just previously, just any kind of jump unit, run them next to that Ball Predator, and you can have an excellent unit that babysits. So the Ball Predator is really a babysitter, right? You put it somewhere that is crucial for your models to set up. You don't want to get charged. Maybe you want to set up for a charge the next turn, and this thing babysits it. People can't get close. And I have found from testing out, I'm playing some Salamanders right now, and I've been using a Land Raider Redeemer for a very similar thing, and it's been incredible. And so you can do the exact same thing with this Ball Predator. And I think you should give it a shot. Also, it's 125 points. It's so cheap. It's so cheap. It's 125 points. Like, just take it. Take 2. It's so good. And you don't pay for the sponsons now in 10th edition, so you just slap them on there, and 125 points, you're good to go. I would definitely recommend giving it a shot. And finally, and this is a weird one for Blood Angels, because Blood Angels is not traditionally a shooting army. And I know that just previously the Ball Predator is a shooting unit, and I talked about that, but I think the 10th edition is going to be a very shooty edition. And this little combo, I actually had to read it a couple of times just to be like, all right, yeah, this is how this works. Because I have been thinking, how am I going to use a tactical squad? I've always loved tactical squads. I know they've never really been great. And in this edition, it's the first time ever that you've had to take them in squads of 10s. You got to take them the way they come in that box you buy. And then it only makes sense to just deck them out with as many, good weapons as you can possibly get on there. And I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to make them good? How am I going to make them good? And then I kind of stumbled across Captain Tycho. And Captain Tycho has this awesome ability where he can confer to the unit, whatever unit he's leading, one of 3 skills. And one of them's heavy, one of them's assault, one of them's rapid fire 1. And giving tactical Marines the rapid fire 1 ability is really interesting, because suddenly you've got this gun that shoots twice. Bolters just shoot twice now. And suddenly you give them the ability to shoot 3 times. That's a lot of extra volume. And hilariously, if you deck them out in fun weapons, like a las cannon or something, you give the las cannon rapid fire 2. Or whatever melta gun or plasma gun or combi weapon, all of those are conferred that rapid fire ability. And so you get that much more oomph out of this tactical squad. And then Captain Tycho is no slouch himself. He's got a good weapon, right, that he gives that ability to, whichever one he picks. But on top of that, he actually slaps pretty hard in combat. So the tactical squad being able to basically always be under the effects of the tactical doctrine, being able to back out of combat and still function, is strong. And I think that it's absolutely worth exploring. Throw them in a Rhino. Rhinos can hold 12 now. This is worth it. I actually think it might be worth it. And I'm going to try it. I will try it. I have a Captain Tycho. I haven't played him in multiple editions, but I think it could be good. Surprisingly so. You could get quite a bit of oomph out of this unit. And so, you know what? Tycho and a squad of tactical marines decked out in weapons, and I don't know. Is it game-breaking? No, absolutely not. Is it surprisingly good for what it is? Yeah, I think so. I'm going to try it. I have tried something similar to it, and it actually worked better than I thought it was going to work, and I think this is going to work better than I think it's going to work too. So, yeah. You give it a shot. You should give it a shot too. Maybe I'm wrong. Throw it down in the comments if you think I'm wrong, by all means. And if you have been experimenting with Blood Angels, please toss down your ideas in the comments section and let's see what we can come up with. We're in the experimental stage of the edition. This is the best part of the edition. So let's all get really, really engaged, have great conversations down in the comments section, share the video, like the video, and please subscribe if you want a whole lot more of this content. We are working on it. We're working on it right now. So from all of us here at Hyperspace Hobbies, have a great night.